Hi once again, I'm Zulu and you're watching race 4 of the RGL Forza Championship Mini Cooper Challenge. We're at Sugabar once again. This is race 2 of round 2, race 4 for the series, and after an interesting race 1 we saw one gigantic crash. It was a connection glitch, so unfortunately Eskimo Sammy Joe and Rob360XBX suffered badly for that. What that does do is really change things up for the reverse grid format. Ollie 9394, although he finished 6th based on lobby points and qualifying, starts off in pole. Rob360XBX takes off in 2nd. You've got Eskimo Sammy Joe, who was also involved in that incident in the previous race, starting off in 3rd. Can't seem to separate Start Your Bastard Racing at the moment, both on the same row of the grid again. And we've got Grubx in 5th, who had finished 3rd in the race. Zulu starting off in 6th, he came 2nd, and after a very solid performance, CDS Zach held on and won race 1, so he will start from the rear of the grid. Let's get this race underway. Pretty even start by all. I think Zulu was off to a bit of a shocker there. He's gone wide, probably to avoid any incidents under braking. This will test drivers' patience. You can see there in the background, I think Grub just spun out a little bit there. They've all filtered through, and Zulu and Grubx right at the back there, so I think there might have been some bumps and crashes at the turn 1 there. Ollie's hanging on there for first position at the moment. Rob360 is close behind. And the team won't be too happy with that Start Your Bastard race, and they're really getting a bit of biff on with each other. That's allowed CDS Zach up into 4th position at this stage. No, he didn't quite make that move, so the end of a very eventful lap 1. You've got Ollie in 1st, Rob360XBX in 2nd, the Start Your Bastard Racing pair in 3rd and 4th. Let's have a look at the replay here from the start. Yeah, a little bit heavy under brakes there by Grubx. He's managed to hold on, didn't spin the car all the way around, and Zulu's gone really wide. He just about came back on to the track. Could have collected Grub and made a bit of a mess of that, so still on lap 2, and Ollie has gone wide. Such a good effort up until now. He's just dropped back into 2nd at this stage, no 3rd, and a little bit of a tap there. He's dropping back in the field now. He's into 4th. Hopefully he can hold on a little bit more. Oh, what a slide there. Really pushing that car. He wants to really do a good job of this race here, starting from pole. So he's back into 4th now after a little bit of an error there, and he takes one small one, and positions change very quickly. So the pack is still very close together. It's excellent to see some close racing, just like in the previous race. You can see, I believe it's Blogsy that's actually up behind Rob360XBX. A bit hard to tell at the moment. They're both a bit of an error in the livery paint job prior to the race. The Start Your Bastard Racing is both cars are sporting the same number, which is 22. So Rob360XBX maintains the lead going into lap 4. The pit window is open. Be interesting to see whether anyone's jumped in just yet. And Rob360XBX is doing really well here with the pressure being applied to him. Yeah, we can see clearly now that is Blogsy in 2nd. Eskimo Sammy Joe in 3rd. CDS Zach has gone from 7th to 4th, so that's a very good effort there. So he's obviously managed to get past Ollie 9394. And this is great racing. They're side by side. Rob's just got a bit of an edge on him there, so again he'll carry through to the lead and head into lap 5. So we're halfway through the race, and positions are still the same. If we can get a better shot, we might have had all top 4 runners are still out. and Rob 360 XPX will be really keen to make amends for that big crash and disappointing finish to the first race here at Tsukuba Circuit. So it's just a question now of, I think Blogsy 360's headed into the pit. Might get a glimpse of that. Yep, so Blogsy 360 is into the pit lane, heading into lap 6 now. Eskimo Sammy Joe follows in second. It looks like CDS Zach has also pitted. Just have a look at these. And Ollie 9394 has also pitted. So only the front two runners are left to pit now, and Zulu may not have pitted yet. No, he has not pitted yet. So Zulu, Rob 360 XBX and Eskimo Sammy Joe are yet to pit. Aussie heads out in front of CDS Zach and Grubx. So can only think that the field's going to tighten up a bit here. Rob 360 XVX is into the pit. Eskimo Sammy Joe moves into the lead for the moment, and Zulu is in second place yet to make his pit stop. And he seems to have made a fair bit of ground here, so it'll be interesting to see whether or not he can make a few moves in between during the pit window phase. These guys will be really pushing hard if they can gain enough time here. You could skip a few positions because it's very hard to pass with the Mini Coopers. You really need that perfect exiting from the corners in order to really make a move on any of the opponents. So Eskimo Sammy Joe is now in the pit lane as he follows the pit lane all the way around the big sweeper. It's a very tricky one to negotiate at high speed without going over the blend lines. Zulu moves into the lead temporarily. He'll have to pit at the end of this lap as the window will close, so we'll get a glimpse very soon at just how the field will finish up as they finish the pit window phase. So out from the Dunlop Bridge and now heading into pit lane, and there's quite a lot of time actually that could be gained by negotiating this pit entry perfectly. A lot of the drivers do admit that they haven't spent probably enough time practicing the pit entries, and it probably will be something that they will do in future rounds. You can gain a second or two if you nail it. So let's just see where everybody sits position wise. Rob 360 XPX is coming now, so Zulu won't get the lead, that's for sure. He might slot into 4th, maybe 5th by the look of it. Oh, he's stepping out. Oh, I think he'll get penalised here. Can he get out in front of Grub still though? Looks like it. He can hold the line there. He's got enough speed. So well done. Rob's all over the back of him though. He's going in deep on the brakes and he's just hit the rear end there. That's forced him wide. And now Zulu's back into 6th position. So at the moment we're just going to have a look at a replay of that now, I believe. So currently riding in Grubx's car. So he's got a bit of a run on here and he looks on the inside, thinks twice, and probably needed to brake heavier than that. He probably made the decision a little bit too late. And back to the action, we have Eskimo Sammy Joe, who's actually managed to get in front of Rob's 360 XPX. So that is brilliant racing. He's actually jumped 2 positions during that pit window phase. So that is well executed. Great strategy there. Blogsy 360 is really pushing to make it a 1-2 for Start Your Bastard Racing. Meanwhile, the defending champion Rob 360 XPX for Ironman Racing, he's just been given a little bit of a tap there, so he's gone wide. This will be interesting. and he's doing well there. The defending champion's really sort of fighting tooth and nail for that position. It's great racing. Nobody's been knocked off the track or anything so far, so that's good racing, guys. Just heard a collision there, and we've also CDS Zach has moved into second, so Eskimo Sammy Joe, congratulations on his win. Some big drama must have happened on that back straight there. Grubex comes in third, Zulu comes in fourth. Hopefully we can get a replay of this before the race is finished. Blogsy 360, he drops to 5th. Ollie's finished 6th again. So have a replay here. So we're behind Blogsy 360 at the moment. Rob 360, XPX is just... he's left the circuit. Whoa! That was very close there. That could have been a big crash there between Rob 360, XPX and Zulu. So the slightest tap. Big crash, slightest tap. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next round.